to my young experience, today's episode of Black Clover Phantom Nights. If I sound if I sound tired or out of it, it's because I've been up for what time is it? 6:50. Yeah, like over 24 hours. Because I stayed up waiting for the update, and we all know how that went. But as you know, we have Licht. Good unit, very solid unit, but I feel like you actually shouldn't summon for him. And here's why. As you can see, he has some pretty nice attack, pretty nice speed, non-existent defense. Now let's look at that. Let's look at his moveset. Demon Joy Sword Conquering Eon. Deal 3XL damage to enemies in range and lower AA gauge medium. And deal 4XL damage and lower AA gauge by large amount with formation match. Limit your power as well. Absorb AOM participants defense and raise on attack. Yeah, this is a bad leader skill. I want to tell you that right now. His first ability is large multi-hit to an enemy. His second ability is absorb an enemy's AA gauge and raise on attack. And then his third skill is large damage to enemies in range. And now that sounds pretty good, right? And I even said myself that he's a good unit. He has nice stats for an attacker. So you might be wondering, why do I think you shouldn't summon for him? And that's because I feel like SD is basically the same thing but better. And now let me explain. His speed isn't as high, nor is his attack. His defense is actually a little bit lower. But if we actually look at his skills, he has by far superior range on his arcane art, a better leadership skill, better range on his first ability. His second ability buffs both himself and his allies, and better range on his third skill as well. And also, there's the relic. So I feel like, while yes, the only thing you would really be missing out on by having Spirit Dive in place of Licht is that AA gauge drain, which will most certainly be useful. I could definitely see some very, very vital uses for that. But I feel like overall as a unit, is superior. So I feel like you should just focus on him. Oh, I almost forgot to neglect his formation. Midnight Sun 2, it's an ALM form, just like Midnight Sun 1. And what it does is gain move immunity after using a formation skill. And that basically means that like characters like Devil or Jammer Finral won't be able to like move your units out of place in their formation. So like not really useful, to be honest. Rill defense ranking is also here. Usually I couldn't care less about the defense rankings, admittedly, but I might actually try for this one. Usually I just do like a few runs on each stage and kind of just call it a day, but this one I kind of want to try, I actually want to try and like rank high, which probably isn't a good idea considering the events of the last defense ranking, but we'll see how things go. So if you really need a good attacker, just ignore Licht. I know he looks cool. I know he's like really hyped up. He's the elf, right? But SD has better range on his attacks, and also he buffs the whole team. So he's definitely a lot more useful in my opinion. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.